Time for Bologna. Hi, I'm Ray of Sunshine. Glad you joined me here today. And I'm going to be singing the Bologna song. If you were with me in yesterday's video, you know a little bit about that. And of course, if you weren't, you know nothing about it. And I will fill you in a little bit, give you an introduction. As well as, if you haven't been to any of my previous videos, let me tell you about those just a little bit. I have several of them prior to this. One of them is a grouping of 1 through 6 videos, and I'm thinking of naming that the 1 through 6 video series. And that one, actually, that starts off right in this area here with video number 1, where I give you a tour of my sanctuary. Most of that is in video 1 and 2, but there's tours throughout all of that whole series. And you know, now it's free. You can go check those out anytime. There's going to be boxes on the side of my head when this video is done, that you can click on. And one of them will be one of those 1 through 6 videos, and you'll get a free tour, because they won't always be free. When I'm famous, I'm going to start charging money for tours of my studio. And the other one is my pilot video, and it's not what you expect, but you'll get to meet me, you'll get to learn some things about me, and you'll get to learn some things about you. I have one question that somebody sent in that I'm going to start off by answering, and then I'm going to get to the Bologna song. So the question is, are you high when you do those videos? And I guess the answer would be definitely, because my goal every day is to shoot on up there to cloud 9,000. My new goal is cloud 9,001, and I hope you join me there. I have a bumper sticker on my car that says, I hope something good happens to you today. And I get some really great responses from that. And I hope something happens good to you today also. So let me tell you a little bit about the Bologna song. That was when we had groups of people over, outings, campfires, stuff like that. It was always a big thing for Pops to do the Bologna song. And he'd always kind of drag it on and put it off. And, he wasn't happy until people were begging, Pops, please do the Bologna song. Pop's going to do the Bologna song. And, and he'd manage to put it off, but he'd always eventually get to it. And actually, that was a little bit of my motivation for putting it off from yesterday to today. And I was kind of thinking, well, maybe I'll even put it off more, in keeping with the tradition. But I won't. I will be singing the Bologna song on this video. And I'm dedicating it to my dad. And I'm dedicating it to all the dads out there in honor of Father's Day. And while I'm at it, I'm going to dedicate it to all the sons. And I'm going to dedicate it to all the moms and all the daughters too. So I'm dedicating it to everyone, including my dad, and especially my dad. I missed Mother's Day as far as making videos. I wasn't making videos then, other than my pilot video, which I'm keeping for posterity, if no other reason. But those early videos are important, because without earlier videos you couldn't have later videos. Do you ever think of that? That's the way my mind works. That's the kind of things I think about. So my dad, his name was Albert. My mom's name was Lillian. Lil and Al, they were born, and they were born, and they were also married on the 4th of July in 1952. They had 5 children. I'm the second one in line. So I am going to be singing the Bologna song just for the sake of fun. And if you have been at any of my other videos, I talk about there's no such thing as too much fun, and there's no such thing as too much happy. And that's what we got. That's what's coming in this New World Energy, along with a whole lot of different, in order to find our way to more happiness. And as far as I'm concerned, you can't have too much happy. And so that's one of my goals, just keep contributing to it every day, which is why I'm up there on cloud 9,000. But you can't have too much happy. And so that's what this what today's video is all about, just having fun. I have been on a routine now of doing something different every day and encouraging you all to do something different every day to discover something different about you. And my recommendation is to send this video to some character that it would not normally be in your character to send it to, so that you can do something different and discover something different about you. And maybe they'll be able to discover something different about them. And that's what this New World Energy is all about. We're all in this together. We're all in this holding each other's hands, and big hugs, right? All around the world. That's what it's all about, coming together. So do something different, discover something different, send this video to somebody who you wouldn't normally send it to. And that's about it. This whole video is just about having fun. It's a fun song. I'm going to present it to you now without further delay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the country air is rich and rare. It stimulates the mind. You ought to be there in the Morris chair with the folks we left behind. We used to plow and milk the cow, but now and then we stopped to listen to guys who were telling lies in the village barber shop. Oh, I remember a story, I remember a story. And now this little story I'm going to tell to you. An Italian, a Hebrew, an Irishman once, in search of recreation, brought enough provisions along to spend a vacation. They got lost way out in the woods. It was dark and lonely. All the food gave out except one piece of bologna. Someone shouted, "I've got a knife!" But there's no use of carving, for if we do, there isn't enough to keep us from starving. I suggest we all go to bed, so there's nothing phony, and the one who has the nicest dream wins the bologna. Oh, I just had a nicer dream. I think this morning about the 7. I dream I'm a darn sinner, went up the stairs to heaven. I go right through the pearly gates on a nice white pony. You know can beat a dream like that. I win the bologna. Not so fast, me bucko. I had quite a dream myself. I died from overeating. I went up to heaven, and then, oh, what a greeting! Old St. Peter smilingly said, "If it isn't me old friend Maloney." You know can beat a dream like that. Push over the bologna. Don't push, take your time, will you please? I want to say, I have to admit, I know you are not lying, because I dreamt the both of you died. Oh, how I was crying. You went up to heaven, and then, while I felt so lonely, I dreamt you weren't coming back, so I ate the bologna. Thanks for joining me today for the Bologna song. Just for fun, because you can't have too much fun. There's no such thing as too much happy. It's playtime. Create you.